Hey all, how's everyone doing? So I'm going to do a little video on these bikes here. And then there's one way over there. Right there. So this one here, I finally got this one working. Before I had a big old fat nasty kill switch up here. I figured, why do that? I have plenty of these little guys. I could just hook it up to there. For a little bit, I had misplaced the wiring harness for this bike here. When I did the motor swap between this one and that one, I got that one together finally, and held off on this one for like 2-3 months or something like that. I can't remember. And during that time, I lost the wiring harness. Well, not too long ago, recently, I found it, put it in, and got it running. So let me go ahead and find a decent place where I can go ahead and set you guys down. And I think this chair here might serve a good purpose spot to do that. Alrighty. And turn a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we'll start with this one here. And I haven't started it in a couple days or so. Let me take off the tripod or triangle, whatever. So yeah, I haven't started it in a couple days. Choke. This one has a tendency to kick back. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about, but still works. Oh, it's going to kick on me. Oh. On off switch. Almost. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, okay, yeah. Still need to do a little bit of tweaking on this. Yeah. It wasn't engaging all the way. Let me see. Oh yeah, with this motor, 1 down, 4 up. Forgot about that. Okay. Let's see. Nope. It's going to take a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, it'll take a little bit to get it back to where it needs to be. It does run, so no doubt about that. So eventually I'll get it back to where it needs to be with the shifting and all that. It's pretty easy, but not going to do that right now. Let's move on to the next one, which would be this one here. We'll go ahead and get this one up and going. This one is so crazy loud. Okay. First things first, gas. There we go. Choke. This one takes a little bit longer to get it started. Never could figure out why. Feels much smoother now. I adjusted the clutch here, so it rolls so much smoother. Okay, let's go ahead and get it fired up, shall we? All right. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, okay. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. Here, let me set you guys over here. See if this will be a decent spot. First of all, see if you guys can see me over here. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. All right. Okay. Let's see if that's good. Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay, let's try to get this thing started. Yeah, it's a two-hander. Yeah. Got plenty of torque now, and it rolls so much smoother. Oh, wow. That is so good. Before, it was dragging, like seriously dragging hard. And that was because I'll get you guys over here so I can show you. The torque converter belt that goes from the big pulley to the small one. I'm just using layman's terms, you know. I ain't trying to get into no fancy names, but the small one here was pinching up against the torque converter belt. Let me put the kickstand down on this, and I'll show you guys a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm running on here is a Comet 30 series torque converter, basically, yeah. The belt is the 30 series torque converter belt, and it's a little bit, let me show you. It'd be better if I were to show you, if I can find out where I put them. All right, so there's two different ones. There is so much easier if I can show you guys. Ah, there they are. Tied up on a piece of coat hanger. All right, let me sit down and I'll show you. Let me get the numbers here. All right. So this one here, is this the, or let me see. All right. See that number there? 699. All right. That's the size. This is your normal run-of-the-mill everyday torque converter belt. Then, I think I actually put it in here. Did I? No, I did not. Ain't that just something? So I have 4 of these. And, wait, yeah. And one of them is, this one here is $6.99. The other one is $7.25, I believe. Yeah, $7.25. Oh, there they are. They're up here on the wall. I know I put them somewhere. Let's see. This one here is the bigger one. Yeah, right there. $7.25 and $6.99. So that is the size. Let me try to squeeze by and trying to compress these to where they will, where you guys can actually see it. There we go. See that there? See how much bigger this top one is? Yeah. This one, 725, right? So what I've been running are these ones here. And what I have on there is, yes, the Comet. I believe that's the, the 699. See, yeah, just like this, 699. What I did, all right, because I knew it was rubbing, because it pinches, because it's the 30 series torque converter, and it pinches right up against both sides. So what I did was like, I know I don't need to do much, so I shaved off, very carefully shaved off the side, on one side, just shaved it down. Now I know you're not supposed to do that, I know, but trying to find something that's thinner than this, but only thinner by like a couple pieces of lined school book paper. You know, that's all that needed to come off to make a difference. So I did that. And it worked nicely. But not as nice as I wanted it to. No. It didn't work quite that good. And not right away. Alright, so inside the torque converter, alright, let's just grab one of these off the wall up here. Alright. It'd be so much easier to show you. Okay, so inside here, go figure. There we go. See that spring there? Now, I believe I'm using the lightest spring that I can find. So what I did is I took a flathead screwdriver, sharpened it, and then pressed it in between the spring to stretch it. And I did that all the way around, which of course made this spring a little bit too big. But I also had the bottom one to do because it wasn't good enough yet. So I took the whole piece here off, took off the springs, switched this spring, put the one right here in the back and the one that's in the back in the front, but not before stretching the back one a little bit as well, but not as much as the front one. So by doing that way, this back one has, you know, basically it's really loose. So, you know, it'll engage at a much lower RPM. But I needed to keep the spring on here. Now, see these little pegs here? These little pegs will keep that spring in the back on there. It ain't going nowhere. Nowhere, no how. And same thing on this side here. Keeps spring on there. So I stretched the back one when I put it up on the front. Stretched it a little bit, but just enough to where it still hugged and didn't let go, you know, and didn't fall off. Therefore, the clutch that I have on there now engages at a very low RPM, which for me is perfect. So got that part done. So before, you would really have to really push, you know, to get this thing to move anywhere. And I mean anywhere. If you want to move it, you needed to put some leverage, your weight into it. So if you ever stalled, it's a bitch getting it home. I'll tell you right. I know I had to do it more than once. You know, so that one is good to go now. Now we do this one. All right, now this one here, still up on the jack stand. I was fiddling with the front brake. Oh no, you can probably hear that. So it's not perfect, but it will work. And the back one's fine for now. So I'm going to let it down off the jack stand. Put you guys right over here. Put you guys right there. And let's go ahead and take this thing down. It's been up on this motorcycle jack for a little while. Yeah, I haven't started it in quite some time as well. The good thing about this one here is a 5-speed. It's also a Piranha's electric start. So for any of you guys that have been watching any of my videos, you'll probably know that I have one Piranha 190 that is electric start and one that isn't. So this here needs to be, I'll have to move that. It's a little bit forward, so I'll work on that. And this here where the key goes, right over here, I don't know if you can see it too well, but I have a radiator here, oil cooler, and it's the very back of this is hitting up against it, which means if I go down for any reason on this side, there goes my key. It's going to smash the crap out of it and probably break the oil cooler. I don't know, maybe 50-50. So got the lights going on there. Pump up that brake. I forgot to do that. Let's go ahead and turn the fuel on and put the choke on. Okay. Take a minute. Okay, yeah, I got fuel. Just want to make sure. Okay, let's try that again. It's got a little backfiring. I'll probably need to adjust, well, more than likely, one of the jets on it will need to be adjusted. But has a little bit of hesitation with the snappiness. It's not very snappy, and I'll have to work on that as well. I believe the snappiness, I'll take a look again. I believe that's the pilot jet, I believe. I don't think it's the main. Could be the main. I don't know. I'll check it out again. It's been a little while, but okay. So there's that one. And this one here's a bit harder to maneuver. The brake, I really don't like the brake. Well, no, actually that feels good. I think I got that one pretty good now. I mean, it rolls smooth. All right, so this one here. Now, I haven't brought this back on the road since I did the last, talked about putting motor mounts in there and then the tension spring. I still haven't brought it out. Still haven't done it. I don't know why. Beats me. But as usual, let me move this out of the way, and we will set you guys, because on this tripod here on this motorcycle, I don't know, lift stool, I don't know, whatever. Okay, that's pretty good. This one here sits so low. I love it. It's such a unique design. And it's really neat. It's cool. All right, now fuel on this one is here. Okay, and choke right there. I should have enough juice in it to get this thing going. All right, ready? Oh, no. A little bit more. Yeah, this one has that really good clutch on it. That's the turbo, the Bully turbo clutch or something like that. And have like something like a $500 clutch on it. So yeah, that thing is no joke. I mean, this thing wanted to get up and go every time I gave it a little bit of gas. It just wanted just jerking, you know. So yeah, this thing's a beast. Of course, it's not as good as some of the other ones. A lot of the other ones that are out there are used for racing. Now those guys, they got $5,000 or more into their motors, and they're small. They're not even the big bore, you know, which is all I run is big bore. Nah, theirs are the small, or the not big bore, big block. There you go. That's what I was looking for, big block. Theirs is a small block, and they got about $5,000, sometimes even more, into those motors. Nah, not this one. Nope. You know, everything that I did on that, I did myself. The porting, polishing, the boring out of the intake and exhaust, and shaving down the head on it, all that, everything I did myself. The exhaust pipe myself I did, and putting some racing components in there, billet aluminum, this and that, and whatever. And yeah, I did all that myself, and nobody helped me with that. Yeah, and I didn't order anything extra that was that had to be built, you know, especially for what I'm doing. Nah, I just bought whatever was out there. You know, the side cover, the piston rod, and all the little things that go with it, everything that I put into it, roller rockers, all that. I did all that myself. No one helped me with that. You know, nothing was custom made or custom ordered or whatever. You know, this one, that was a fun project. Actually, if you scroll down in my on my videos, you'll see that build. You'll see what I did to it. I filmed it. Yeah, made a video of it. It was a long time ago. A couple years maybe, give or take a little. So yeah. So there you go, guys. As you can see, every single one works. And this one here, I still need to adjust the clutch on it. Yeah, right here, I need to adjust this bolt right there, that one, which will pull this out, which will bring this in, you know. And yeah, I'll work on that later. Yeah, I got plenty of time to work on it, so that's not a problem. I do need to get adjust things and find some more bolts, especially if you look down. Let me see. There we are. Look down there. See that? Yeah, that's a problem. I lost those bolts. That's how long this thing was sitting around. Who knows what happened to them? They could be down there and all that mess down there. See all that mess? Could be down in there. It's possible. I'm not ruling it out. I've just been busy and haven't gotten to it yet. Oh, which also reminds me, talk about being busy. Um, no, not that way. All right. I am going to be adding some new videos to my channel. I've been working on getting some stuff together, and it's taken a bit of cash to do so. As you notice something that isn't here? Yeah, that's well, Big Blue, the Yamaha, had to get rid of that. That thing, it was messing up my shoulders so bad. Every time I rode it, it's not that it's a bad bike, it just, my shoulders messed up, and it's been that way for years, and it has a lot of torque. And when I give it that gas, it wants to take off without me. It wants to rip my arms out of its socket and leave me on the ground while my arms are still, you know. But yeah, sold that and started investing in stuff. Hold on a sec. In stuff like this baby right here. So this one here, it's an air rifle, and that's all I deal in is air. I don't deal in no real firearms anyhow. Yeah, so this one here is a Beeman. All right, it's a 22 cal air rifle. Has a pretty nice scope on it. I'm not going to go into detail with it. I did do a little bit of modifications on the handle to fit my fingers on the way I hold on to this. I want to make sure that, you know, everything is really good, and, you know, has the included nice grip in there, texture. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, this here is called a PCP air rifle. It does not take a CO2. It does not, it's not a hand pump, you know, or brake barrel or whatever they're called. No, this one here takes a PCP air compressor. You can't use a regular air compressor, not unless your regular air compressor goes up over 4,500 PSI. You know, then, I don't know, maybe beats me. But as far as I know, no. They make a special air compressor that that airs up these air guns. I do have other little air guns that one of them takes a CO2, a regular CO2. Another one is a brake barrel, but I'm kind of getting, you know, like out of the brake barrel and the CO2, except for the little handgun ones. Those are pretty cool to just to play around with, you know, walk outside, pluck a can, go back inside, put it away, you know, the usual, you know. But yeah, air guns, target practice, not so much a hunting right now. I'm still thinking about that, but I have a pretty good sized yard out here, and I think with all the junk and crap laying around, I can make a pretty good target. Yeah, a bunch of good targets. So anyhow, there we go. The bikes work, and that one as well. So wanted to show you guys that, start them all up one by one and get them, you know, running so you guys can see. And I left the fuel on this one. See, when this here is in line with the hose, that's when it's on. Turn it like that and it's off. You kind of figured, you know, I would remember to do that, but no, clearly not. So there we go. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll be talking to you guys really soon.